I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for a much-anticipated main event. 12 rounds among heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, the Hitman.
All right, guys, listen up. Let's have a good, clean fight. All right, touch him up. Let's go.
Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway.
Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Throws a counter punch there. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Good looking counter punch. Nice combination by the Hitman. Halfway through round number one. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Good, smart, tactical move here, backing up his opponent against the ropes. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
So it's like watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. Everything.
Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Dynamite.
Teddy, if you could only pick out a few characteristics for a fighter and apply them to them, what would they be?
Well, I think first of all would be the ability to overcome and the ability to be dependable.
Holy cow! Just ate a big uppercut. He's in bad shape. That punch just close. Good defensive skill. And we come to the end of the round, and he really got to his opponent that time, Teddy. He stunned him.
He stunned him. He's hearing a little tweeting going on, a little singing from the birds in his head.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Targeted counter punch by the Hitman. his own. Good return fire that time. Able to dismiss that body shot. He scored well after being hit himself. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. There it is! The Hitman's feeling the impact of that powerful hook. Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Good defensive skill. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Coming to the end of this round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, a round like that where it's a lot of busy activity and both guys being busy. When you were a trainer, are those the kind of rounds that you prefer, or do you like the pace to be a little slower? Does it depend on each guy?
No, if I have a fight, I'd rather have a guy fighting a guy that you never see him. Leave me the heck alone. And where I'm in control all the time. But the fans love to see a fight like that.
Punches and bunches, working well. Now this is exactly what I love out of an offensive fighter, Teddy. A guy who's able to put together the multi-punch combinations and make it look like it's just a sweet science.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you can do when you have good fundamentals. Not just good physical ability. That's only part of the equation. But just good technical ability. And that's what he's doing. He's snapping his punches. They're nice and clean. They're crisp. They're short. They're together.
He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. And now he's acting like a fighter. Coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Nice block by the Hitman. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Oh, and there you go. The Hitman, stunned and staggered. Dynamite's actually making a smart move here. He knows he needs some space, so he's pushing his man away. He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back underneath him. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
What a chin. And can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing? Seconds to go in this round. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up at the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking,
Boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
Holy cow! The Hitman's in bad shape. Tucks those elbows in, blocks the body shot. Oh, what a great ability to recover. Good job by drawing in his opponent and then landing the counterpunch by the Hitman. He has taken a lot of punishment here.
Well, the special fighters find a way, even when it's desperate like this, to survive. He's got to find that way right now.
Halfway through this round.
Double up your jab.
Took a shot, now he gives a left.
In and out, in and out. Stay on the outside.
10 clicks of the talk.
Pace yourself. Don't stay in one spot. Circle.
End of the round there. He was able to stun his opponent. Teddy, when you're training a guy that's coming off a round where he just got to his man, what do you do? Do you say, hey, I saw that, and here's how you did it? How do you approach that?
Well, you want to make sure you remind them exactly what you're talking about, how he set it up. Don't think about just a big punch that landed. Remember how you got to that point.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here today?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go. Oh, no, actually, I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Keep your hands up.
The Hitman's doing a good job tonight on the outside. He's able to score from the outside, keeping a safe distance away from his opponent. Dynamite's learning a lesson here that you don't want to learn, and that is no head movement means you're going to take shots to the head.
Well, Customato used to tell me, if you don't move your head, guess what? The other guy will move it for you. Right now, the other guy is moving his head for him.
Painfully so. And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counterpunch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
It is unbelievable how this fight is being fought. Both guys unwilling to stop. One guy goes at it, the other guy meets him punch for punch.
Well, you've heard it before. You've heard the term used, one day at a time to deal with something very difficult. Well, this is one round at a time. That is the only way these fighters, these warriors, could deal with this kind of pace.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Good block there by the hitman. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Comes right back with a shot of his own. 10 seconds remaining in this round. What a good war this has been. What a good, solid fight it's been. The kind of fight that tells me somebody wants to get rid of the other guy.
It almost looks like they made a deal where neither one could win by decision, where if they didn't win by knockout, it doesn't count.
Tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by the hitman. Boy, he's really working well on the outside, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing a great job of disciplining himself. You know, we talk about power, we talk about speed, we talk about all those virtues, but just controlling himself and making sure he controls the distance, a distance that's got him winning the fight.
A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counterpunch.
Yeah, you see the counterpunch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
And he ties up on the inside.
Come on now, work it out.
Halfway through round 6. A nice block by the hitman. The hitman staying away from trouble. He's out there on the outside. I know it's good to throw a lot of punches, but it's better to do what we're seeing out of him right now, and that's land when you throw.
Yeah, he's making everything count. He's putting everything out there for a purpose, placing punches beautifully.
A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Good doubling up of the jab by Dynamite. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. He scored well after being hit himself. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Round comes to an end here. And Teddy, I know you've had a very busy week. You've been training some pro football players this week. There are many parallels to be made between the pro fight game and the pro football game.
Yeah, there are, you know, physical ones and emotional and mental ones. I mean, the physical ones are when I work with some of these behemoths, you know, like offensive linemen. They have to punch out, you know, with their arms. They have to make sure that they get those hands out now. If they raise their elbows, just like a fighter raising his elbow before he throws a jab, they lose the power. So you got to teach them keep those elbows in punch out without any telegraph, without any loss of power, and also get those hands out at the right distance. If they're a little late, the big guy gets in on him, and now he can control him. And of course, the mental aspects of it, where they get into those dark rooms we talk about every once in a while, where they have to remember that they have control. They can make the choice. You know, you get in those dark rooms, you start to think that you lose control of the choice, that your opponent's making a choice for you. No, that's not the truth.
Good exchange. He fires back. He's just not concentrating on the body as a target here, Teddy.
No, and, you know, you wouldn't mind if he didn't have to. In other words, it all depends on the scenario. This scenario says that he should be going to the body, and he should recognize that. And that's part of the talent of a fighter, recognition, that you have to recognize where the opportunities are.
What a fight. What a great, great, non-stop action fight this has been. Combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by the Hitman. The Hitman's well conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have them ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business, because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
Well-struck, solid combination by Dynamite. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
Scores with the combo to the head. Comes right back with a shot of his own. What a hook to the body by Dynamite. Lands the counter. Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it, because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot-shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You're jabbing at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
The Hitman just being smart on the outside. A minute to go in what has been a memorable round. Great stuff from these two. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Nice block by the hitman. Comes to an end, and that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic, and that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys. They're right there in front of you.
Why do you think that is? Why do you think sometimes you just get those rounds where it all happens?
Because of styles. You know, styles make fights. In this case, you're seeing proof of that right there. Both guys that are aggressive, both guys that are very confident.
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. Looking counter punch. Firing off the uppercuts. Great exchange. And now we got a fight. He fires back a right hand of his own. A stinging counter punch after some fine defense by Dynamite. I think it has come to that point. He's behind on the cards. He's just got to be. Going to take a knockout to win this?
Yeah, I think so. And it's going to take a certain kind of attitude or strategy, a change in strategy. You go into the fights, you don't look for a knockout. You're looking to use your jab. You're looking to set up punches. You're looking to go rounds. Right now, he's got to find a way to get a knockout. Look for one punch. One big punch right now.
Something for him himself, and it's a left hand.
He's working the jab.
1 minute to go in this round. Neither man. Teddy, he just took a serious series of punches. What does he need to do?
Well, moving his head wouldn't hurt.
Keep busy, guys. Come on now, keep busy.
Now he's getting into a groove. You can tell he just landed a 3-punch combination. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
I like that 2-punch combo by Dynamite. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. On the mark, the counter punch by the Hitman. He got rocked earlier in this fight. I don't see him changing much up, Teddy. Would you be advising him that now is time for an adjustment?
Well, you have to have a plan B, maybe even a plan C when you come into it. Maybe he doesn't have one. Now, if he doesn't have one, you're not going to tell him to start changing up, because then you're basically saying, I don't know what to do, but, you know, we're in trouble.
A headshot blocked. Dynamite's been stunned.
Punch it out. Punch it out.
Great movement to get away from those punches. Teddy, he went from being on the edge of the cliff to now climbing back up the mountain.
Well, you know, that's where you'd want to know if a guy recovers fast. Obviously, he has the capacity to recover very quickly.
Good defense, just covering up down low. Able to counter that attack. The Hitman's employing a strategy that works really well for him. He's staying outside, he's utilizing that jab, and he's scoring when he can.
Yeah, he's recognizing the deficiencies of his opponent. He's got a slow, plodding guy in front of him who's a little flat-footed, and he's doing, as you said, exactly what he should be doing.
So we come to the end of the round, and that was a round that was very productive for him. Now he heads back to his corner, and they're going to try to repeat the success they just had, I'm sure.
Yes, he hurt his opponent there. He's going to want to go back to what he was doing and remember what set up those big shots.
You need to capitalize on his mistakes.
The action starts up again, but it's only favored one man. Hard to see this fight going the distance based on what we've witnessed so far. A nice block by the Hitman. Blocks that punch. Looking counter punch. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautiful.
Well, Customato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, when he's been in doubt, he's jab. When he's been sure of himself, he's jab. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
Good counter punch. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. It's been 2 minutes of non-stop action. Now the final minute has arrived. really don't like the way he looks right now, Teddy, and I haven't since he got rocked earlier. Now, physically, he may have overcome that, but to me, he's just going through the motions right now.
Yeah, right now he's doing just enough to lose. He's fighting very tentative, and he has to get rid of that attitude immediately.
So they close out that round. Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, I know you watch very closely how these trainers go about their business. You were under the tutelage of one of the true legends of the game, the great Cus D'Amato.
Yeah, I mean, I was fortunate. Quite honestly, those opportunities, situations probably don't exist anymore because we've lost a lot of those, you know, really great trainers and managers that boxing was their whole life. I spent 7 years with Cus D'Amato, and they learned the nuts and bolts from a physical, technical point of view of what's important to give to a fighter, but the psychological part, to understand the pressures that a fighter is under, the fears that a fighter deals with. And if you don't understand that, all the other things don't mean anything, because you have to understand how a fighter's feeling to understand why he's behaving or not behaving a certain way.
Dynamite's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. See, the defense pays off as he gets rid of that downstairs. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. He throws a big wide punch and leaves himself wide open.
Well, it's like leaving your window open in your house in the middle of winter. You know, a lot of cold air is going to come in. Guess what? Some hooks are coming in soon.
Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Excellent counterpunch by the Hitman. To go in a round that feels like an all-time classic. Punch for punch, they're meeting each other. And now he's putting his punches together. There he goes. Nice block by Dynamite. Dynamite's in a bad spot right now. He's been stunned. He goes down. Oh, he may be close here. Can he survive the round? This fight is over.
This fight is over.
The Hitman's gonna be partying tonight. A knockout victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of knockouts, your winner, the Hitman.
He's your winner by knockout.
I feel like I just read a book. You know, I know a little bit more about this guy now.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us.